Alright, this is another one. Insurgency hiring mercenaries, not our business. Military. Alright, the news in detail. The High Command of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, AFN, on Thursday unequivocally stressed that it had no business whatsoever with the proposed hiring of mercenaries in the ongoing war against insurgency in the country. The High Command held that it was diligently prosecuting the war and consistently focused on victory, averring that the battle was not beyond its powers. Major General John Enenche, coordinator of the Defense Media Operations (CDMO), disclosed the military's position on the matter in Abuja while briefing defense correspondents on the successes of various military operations nationwide from November 26 to December 2nd, 2020. The Defense Operations spokesman, who was fielding questions from newsmen on the proposals to engage mercenaries in view of the noticeable continuous attacks and killings of citizens by terrorists, indicated that it was only in the powers of the Nigerian people and federal government to decide on whatever the military should do. Request or proposal to engage mercenaries that is at a very high level, the kind of armed forces and security agencies you have now is normally determined by the people. It is not in our powers. It's ISCA kind of force package. It is what the government wants. It is not for the military to begin to contend. No armed forces anywhere will tell the people this is how we want to operate. The legislators, National Security Council, will decide on it, he said. Speaking to the views from certain quarters that the military was overstretched, the CDMO said our bosses that engaged us said we are overstretched. It is left to them. It is not for the military to say we are overstretched. I am not overstretched. If I say I am overstretched, that means I don't want to work. And if I say I am not overstretched, that means I am underutilized. General Enenche said. Okay, to demonstrate its steady focus on winning the war, he said within the period under review, the military had recorded huge successes in the various theaters across the country. The Armed Forces of Nigeria and other security agencies have continued their major operations across the country with dynamism. I will be updating you on the operations in line with our weekly schedule. This briefing covers from 26th November to 2nd December 2020. Troops of Operation Hadarin Daji. Operation Hadarin Daji and other subsidiary operations have sustained their operations in the northwest zone of the country progressively. The gallant troops within the period carried out series of clearance operations, ambushes, and aerial patrols. Notably, on 26 November 2020, troops of Operation Accord intercepted and arrested two suspected bandits named Ibrahim Omar and Ibrahim Sani. Preliminary investigation revealed that suspects have affiliation with bandits leader called Toji. The suspects are in custody for further investigations. Similar on 27th November 2020, troops while on routine patrol arrested two suspected bandits named Hero Ibrahim and Umaru Abdullahi from Daba village. During preliminary investigation, picture of Hero Ibrahim, where he was holding two rifles, was found on his phone. The suspects are in custody for further actions. In the Northeast Zone, several land and air operations were conducted by the Armed Forces of Nigeria and other security agencies. The gallant troops adopted sustained vigilance and offensive postures through oppressive ground and air operations. Within the period, in focus, troops of Army Super Camp 2 Gamboru Ngala conducted clearance operations at some suspected BHT/ISWAP criminals hideout at Garal village and Bolankesa village. Alright, the gallant troops made contact with the terrorists and effectively engaged and dominated them with rapid fire power during the encounter. Two BHT/ISWAP criminals were neutralized in continuation of intensive kinetic operations against armed bandits and other criminals in the North Central Zone. Troops of Operation Safe Haven, while Stroke and other subsidiary operations conducted raids at identified criminals' hideouts. Notably within the period, troops of Operation NU Nutcrackers 2 in conjunction with local vigilante members while on clearance operations engaged armed bandits at Dust Magaji in Mariga local government area of Niger State. During the operation, 3 bandits were neutralized while one AK-47 rifle and 38 rusted castles were recovered. Equally, following credible intelligence on persistent banditry activities at Agwan in Nasarawa State, troops of Operation Wild Stroke on 27th November 2020 swiftly mobilized to the general area and carried out an overnight raid operation on a bandits camp. In the course of the encounter, 3 armed bandits were neutralized while troops recovered 4 AK-47 rifles, 1 locally made rifle, 3 AK-47 magazines, 67 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition, and some cash. The hideout was subsequently destroyed. Troops of Operation Delta Safe have sustained the fight against economic sabotage to secure critical oil infrastructure in the zone. Notably, on the 26th November 2020, gunboats of Forward Operating Base Ibaka, while on routing patrol around Mbo River, intercepted and arrested one large wooden boat laden with 229 drums of 300 liters of product suspected to be PMS with 2 suspects outboard engines and pumping machines. Items and suspects are currently in custody to be handed over to the relevant security agency. Additionally, within the period under review, troops of 146 Battalion discovered and immobilized 2 reactivated illegal refining sites containing 4 boilers, 6 storage tanks, and 1 wooden boat laden with illegally refined oil products around Oputumbi in Boni local government area of Rivers State. In the Southwest Zone, troops of Operation West have continued to intensify the fight against pipeline vandals, economic saboteurs, and other criminal elements in the zone. Within the period under review, troops of Operation West, while on routine patrol, intercepted 6 trucks fully loaded with stolen petroleum products at Arepo. Okay, the operation was conducted after an intensified surveillance was carried out by troops within the general area. Accordingly, troops moved swiftly to the area and met vandals loading their trucks with the fuel. Troops arrested 10 of the vandals and 6 trucks loaded products, the defense operations spokesman disclosed. He said the military high command encouraged the troops and personnel of other security agencies to remain determined and sustain the tempo in all the joint operations area. General Enenche also reassured the public of the military untiring dedication towards securing the country, enjoining members of the public to continue providing timely information on the activities of criminals on their various localities to the military and other security agencies for prompt and effective actions. All right, that has been said so far. Well, and someone is saying here that not only the military, we also don't support the idea, but train Nigerian youth and haram bye bye. Okay, well, this is another one on this one. Well, according to the subheading, it has been said that insurgency have said that hiring mercenaries is not their own business. Their own business is to go about their duty, and any request the federal government wants, they should contact them. Their own is to do the job that they are being sent to do. That is not in their own power to make demands. All right, and that has been said so far on this one. Meanwhile, let me have more take from you on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.